Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Talon. Today I'm just gonna kind of be playing. I'm in a Grandmaster lobby at the moment, just playing jungle, and I thought I didn't have a ton of time to record today, so I just record like a gameplay and see what you guys think about this. So my goal in this gameplay is to try to talk about how I'm really able to efficiently farm early game in all games on jungle, kind of regardless of how it goes. So of course, you know, games sometimes they go haywire, there random things go wrong, so you never know what's going to happen in this game, but my goal is to just play it one time and pretty much regardless of what happens, just show it to you guys, unless I guess like we get an AFK or the game goes absolutely horribly. But I want to talk about just my farming and how I'm always able to get a lot of gold on myself, kind of regardless of how the game goes. That way I always have a chance to win, and this is really like a carry playstyle in jungle, because a lot of the top jungle players are really able to just get gold leads in pretty much every game, and so I want to show you guys kind of how that's done. Even if the game doesn't end up being a win, because obviously you can't win them all. In general, usually, especially in low elos, the things that I see with junglers that's the biggest issue is low efficiency. So for me, I just really think that it's something I really preach to a lot of people, like if I'm coaching a jungler or if I just watch jungle gameplays or people ask like the most important things for jungle. I really think efficiency is going to be #1. So I'm going to talk through my early game here. We're going to see how it goes, and then I'm either just going to show you guys the early game or maybe I'll show the whole game, kind of depending on if I think there's things to learn in later parts of the game as well or not. So I'm going to start with just warding my blue buff with my with a control ward, and then I'm going to go over and start red buff, and then I can clear 5 camps on Vibe before I actually get to first scuttle, and I still get to first scuttle with plenty of time to spare. So well, I get there about 5 seconds after it spawns, which is completely fine. I'll usually still be able to get there in time. And then for build, I'm going to start off with Trinity Force. This is not actually the build I go. It's not the account that I usually play Vi on, so I've never really changed the build here, but probably going to go for Death Dance second. So my buttons are in a different spot on this account. It's going to be a bit weird because I changed my buttons for my other account. Hopefully that doesn't mess me up too much. So initially, my goal is just to farm this red buff. I'm going to go for red buff, then I'm going to go clear all of my blue side after getting my raptors. So this way I can easily clear 5 camps before the dragon or before the scuttle even comes. And again, I'm just very focused on efficiency, so even if my teammates end up dying early or something bad happens, I'm going to be more worried about myself and making my clear as efficient as possible. Again, I'm really worried about myself because I'm playing the solo queue and I'm playing the role that is the best at carrying, so my goal is to carry the game. Now when I'm playing a champion like Vi, oftentimes I can gank more, but I just thought I'd play Vi for this. Typically though, this is going to be the best strategy to go on junglers like Kha'Zix, Camille, Xin Zhao, even like just champions that are able to really farm and carry late games. I mean, Xin Zhao is good at fighting early as well, so definitely depends. You don't always need to play this way, but I just want to show the way of playing like a carry jungler. And for me, this was the way I was really able to climb on jungle most efficiently. I should have put a point in my Q here. I didn't need to upgrade third ability or second ability yet, I mean, but it's fine. But just practicing your jungle clears so you can get it really fast like this is pretty good. If you're able to do it as fast as I am so that I can get to the scuttle, you're going to see literally at 125. I'm not even worried about my lanes because I know like I'm going to get level 4, so I'm going to be very strong for this scuttle. I'll have the level advantage over the Xin Zhao because of his slower clear speed. And then now that I've cleared pretty much my entire jungle, I'm going to sweep and I'm going to look for a gank now since most of my camps are gone. I saw their jungler on the other side of the map, and because of the wave state, I know that he's probably going to walk up and I can gank him here. I'm going to look for a gank now, and I can probably get his flash, which is exactly what I do. And the reason is because I knew that his minions were higher health than mine, than my teammates, so it was an easy opportunity for a gank. And now I'm just going to back up because I see that this wave is pushing under his tower, so it's not really going to be super gankable. But actually, my Jax needs help here, so I'm going to go help him. I don't think I can kill. Okay, so I screwed that up. So everything I did was correct in terms of how I played the early game, but then I just went for an over-aggressive kill, and we end up dying because of it. So that was just a really greedy play. Don't really know why I did that. I literally said that I shouldn't do it and then still did it, so don't know what was going on in my mind there. But again, everything about efficiency does still apply, even if I end up making a stupid mistake. It happens. We all make dumb mistakes sometimes. We're going to see even regardless of that, I farmed all my jungle camps, so we're not in too bad of a spot because I still have plenty of gold in my pocket compared to their jungler. Their jungler I think is at 1,700. It'll probably be a bit higher since you can't see what he's at on the map currently. And you can see because of my buttons, I keep accidentally clicking my recall. I moved my recall button on my mid lane account, so I'm not used to it being there, so I keep accidentally clicking it. But I'm just going to focus on farming, and then after I farm this side of the map, I'm going to quickly look for a gank. Again, I'm more worried about farming my camps because this is just more gold for me. Even if I get a kill, it's not going to be as valuable as just guaranteeing the gold here. Now I'm just going to quickly look for a gank and see if I can find anything. Vi is really good at lane ganks, and you can see my set gets screwed over kind of because of my mistakes, but doesn't look like I'm going to be able to get anything here, so I'm just going to back up. And so I made a lot of mistakes here and played this quite poorly, but even with that, you can see their jungler is even gold with me, even though he has an assist and he has just had a better, his laners do better overall. And again, because of my mistake, my laner got screwed over, which is completely my bad. But what I want you guys to learn is not, you know, anything about that. That was just a dumb gank by me that got over greedy. You really don't need to force ganks like I do there in that situation. It's much better to just go for the consistent farm if you can. I'm screwing up my jungle camp, oh well. You still get it. And then typically when a laner gets behind, guys, you're not going to want to gank them very often. Usually it's not going to work out well to gank someone who's really far behind. But even though I mess up my early game, I still have over 3,000 gold already. And then because he's so low, I'm going to go for the gank anyways. Cool, so we end up getting the kill in Trinity Force, and you guys can see I get the shutdown on him. I have Trinity Force. And I'm up nearly 1,000 gold on the Xin Zhao because I don't waste too much time on ganks and everything. And once again, had I wasted even less time on ganks, then the set wouldn't even be fed. And that's completely my fault, but once again, what we need to learn from this is not whose fault it was for that, just more so, again, the efficiency in farming. And because they back here, I know I can probably start the objective. Gonna sweep it, see if they have any vision of it. And then it looks like the Swain's coming, but I think I can just burst this down. Cool, and we get that for free. Cool, we get a free kill, and now I can just go for the scuttle if I, or the herald. It might be actually better to just farm my camps here because my smite's not up. Since I don't have smite, I don't really want to start the herald already. I'm gonna let them try to contest that. I'm just gonna focus on farming up initially. Once again, I really want to focus on efficiency as much as possible, so gonna farm everything that I can, which is 1 HP there. I need to get out. I once again wasted time, guys. You can see here, even I make these dumb mistakes. I wasted my time, and now I'm gonna lose my herald because of that, because they see me in the bottom side of the map, so they get a free herald now. I know that they're gonna get that, so I'm not gonna try to overly go for it. I'd rather just focus on farming now that I know. Like, it's okay to give stuff up. You can't always get everything. But definitely greedy by me. I didn't need to give that up. I could have gotten the herald had I played better. Definitely some mistakes here, but I'm perfectly fine with you guys seeing me make mistakes. I mean, it happens. There's more to learn from when we make mistakes than when we play perfectly. So again, you guys have seen just every time that I greed for a kill or a gank, that's when things go poorly. But despite that, my gold is 5,200, which is still very strong, even with the game not going the best. Once again, we're there for another kill. You can see I'm not overly forcing kills. It's just when the opportunity arises, I go for the kill. And when it doesn't, I don't try to overforce it. And when I do force it, well, that's where my death has come from. And that's what really screwed over my team there. So if we just focus on the efficiency here, once again, I'm going back to farming because I see my jungle camps are up. I'm not trying to overly fight everyone. If I see a really good opportunity like here, I might go and look for it just because I can see him pushing under towers. So I'm going to sit here for a second and see if I can maybe bait him in. But does he go for it? No. Okay, so once again, don't want to waste too much time. Now I'm just going to go back to farming. I'll get this, and then hopefully on the next wave, once I clear this set goes for the turret and I can punish him. Their jungler's here, so I'm going to have to just leave, unfortunately. Don't want to waste too much time. I want to go for the scuttle now because I saw their jungler on the other side of the map. This is going to be a loss, unfortunately, but just wanted you guys to maybe mainly learn that. Looks like I'm dead. Maybe not. Yeah. A bit too aggressive, unfortunate, but it is what it is. All good. Still got the most gold in the game apart from this set, so you can just see here, once again, we're able to get a lot of gold in ourselves at all times. And I already have my death dance, so I'm still very strong in these fights. I'm gonna die to Swain though, that sucks. That's my bad. I'm just not playing too well in this game. Even despite that, I've been saying this a lot, but the farming is really what we're focusing on here, which we're doing a good job of. The game not going too well, but it is what it is, it happens. The main win condition at this point is probably going to be ganking the Twitch and getting my bot lane ahead, just because Twitch is very killable as a Vi. So that's probably what I'll be looking to do if I can. I'm going to clear this mid wave since no one else is on it, and then I'll go for my red buff right after because I know that's spawning. Set is all the way here. I mean, my team should be able to probably come and kill him, but they don't see him. And if my team doesn't see him, I'm not going to go in since my teammates are all dead to Set. Set will kill all of them. And I could kill Twitch here, but that's it. Good kill. Oh, no way he hooked me. Oh, I got hooked by the Set, or the Swain. That ability is quite annoying, the hook on the Swain. Definitely unfortunate. And that's gonna be GG. Unfortunate, but once again, the early game mostly wanted to talk about what's going on in there and what I'm thinking about. So really greed by me a couple of times to overforce ganks, and had I not forced those, we'd probably be able to win much easier. But even despite that, again, the gold is still strong, and this is gonna be even more useful to do this on champions who have who are much more carry champions. Vi is a champion who wants to gank, which is why you do look for ganks on her. But just the overall thought process of getting yourself a lot of gold and not greeding to help your teammates out is usually going to be good. I really hate that I did not move my button on this account. I keep accidentally clicking my recall button. This is unfortunate. Oh, probably gonna get boots here next. I'll probably get Mercury Treads this game. They've got some CC on them, so should work out well. Getting ganked this Set. I mean, nah, Set actually will just kill him. I don't think that I kill Set, but I want to try. I'm gonna try to flash his shield. Yeah. Okay, I flash his shield so I can kill him there. That's good. Still gonna be an L, but once again we get gold on ourselves and we farm up. I'm gonna FF just because the game is pretty unwinnable. Looks like our team doesn't want to, so if they don't want to FF, then cool, we keep playing. Keep trying to win. God, you see how much I clicked the recall button on accident? Oh, this is annoying. 9,400 gold, and the rest of my team has 6,000 gold or less. Once again, jungle just, again, I could help my teammates out more here, and don't get me wrong, this game is 100% on me for not, or for messing up my top laner, because I mess up the gank and overforce it onto the Set, and because of that, it's really hard to play as my top laner, and that's completely my bad. But even despite that poor early game, we're able to get good gold under ourselves and farm up and still be, you know, in a position where, say our teammates did end up playing well and did do well in their lanes, we'd still have a chance to win because we're still strong enough to carry the fights. And so I'm actually pretty happy that a game like this gets uploaded, just because not every game's gonna go well, and I want you guys to see the thought process even in bad games, because I mean, you know, high level players are going to lose games. It happens to everyone, and sometimes you're gonna be the one reason you lose. Like here, I'm a big reason why I lose, right? But holy shutdown! How much? He has 6 kills. I got 400 gold from the assist shutdown. I think I'm gonna die under my turret here. But yeah, I do talk. I've been overforcing the point of farming efficiently, really, which, you know, I should have probably focused on some other things as well in this game. But I do think that's really, like, that was the most important thing for me in jungle, is just the fact that you could always get gold under yourself regardless of how the game's going. And so no matter how bad your teammates are doing, a challenger jungle player is always going to have a lot of gold and always be a threat in every game. So even though we get stomped in 13 minutes here and the game ends extremely quickly, I was still strong. I was able to fight people and keep gold on myself. So I just want you guys to see, like, even games that go poorly, if you're just able to get a lot of gold on yourself, you're still going to potentially be able to carry, even if it's not always going to work out.